Now I have a question for you guys. What does America, the Philippines, and Japan all have in common? That's right, urbanization. Urbanization is one of the most leading pollutions right now in the world. If you would look at everywhere, you'd see it's full of buildings. If you look outside your window, it's full of buildings. Nothing but buildings, no trees, no anything, no wildlife. And now, for the cause of this problem, let's go to Eureka first.
As you know, our problem is urbanization. Urbanization is caused by overpopulation because when a population gets too large, they tend to not be able to have enough or not enough necessities for their society. So what they do is they add technology and modernize what they have, which is urbanization. And another thing that causes urbanization is when the environment of where they're living is too harsh and you can't live in it. Like in the North Pole, people can't live there, but then they bring technology with them so that it's easier to live there.
Thank you, Nico, for a really comprehensive thing about urbanization. And now, with these causes, what do you think are the effects of this urbanization? We need to know.
I know the answer. During the past few years, people have been becoming a more powerful environmental force. With the advent of agriculture 8,000 years ago, we have changed our way of living. Even until now, we have always wanted a more convenient life, where we could do anything effortless and fast. Urban people change their environment through their consumption of food, water, energy, and land. And in turn, the polluted urban environment affects our health and our quality of life of the urban population. The urban population consumes 2 or 3 times more than rural areas, and not just goods, but also durable goods. The energy consumption could also change the weather patterns. That's why we receive heat islands. Heat island is the phenomena of when the city reflects the heat in a rate of 15 to 30% to the atmosphere, which actually makes more rain. And since we have land pollution, we get more flood often. So urban population creates land pollution, air pollution, and water pollution.
Fine. Now, before we continue with this, I have a treat for you guys. I found this video in the internet. It's an interview about this project called Eureka. Here's the video.
Good morning. Today I am with 2 very important people. Now let us go ask Commander General Aaron Lam. Tell us more about Project Eureka.
So Project Eureka is supposed to be a project to solve urbanization. Now, urbanization is a project urbanization is a problem that we humans tend to do, which is we try to take up the space around us by destroying the wildlife and the trees and the animals around us, because we need to expand our homes and our communities and build new buildings. So Project Eureka will solve this problem by bringing the community underground, by going down instead of left and right. Now what this does is there will be a tunnel leading to the underground community, and there you'll be able to build a whole new community. It will be a dome-like structure underneath the ground, about 5 to 10 feet under the ground, and you'll be able to build new houses, cities, and communities under the ground. Now, this will help us because obviously we will be using and occupying the space that we have already occupied to expand our community and fill it off and give the people more living space and higher living standards. Now, there will be obviously lots of problems that we will face in Project Eureka. These problems are like energy and sunlight. Energy, sunlight, air, and water. Now, we will solve this by making revolutionary solar panels. Now, what do these solar panels do? First, they will do what regular solar panels do. They will absorb the sun's ultraviolet rays to convert it into energy. Now, these solar panels will be placed on the floors of the upper ground and will be extra durable so that people can step on them and use them as regular floors. Now, these solar panels will also use the sunlight to reflect it down to the underground city below, and this will be the source of light underground. These solar panels will also have extra holes inside of them, and they will serve as vents so that carbon dioxide and oxygen can freely pass between these vents. Now, this is obviously a very expensive and time-consuming project, and the solar panels is obviously a very revolutionary project that will take many months or even years to perfect. But through Project Eureka, we will be able to solve this problem and save our environment from needlessly destroying the wildlife around us and robbing animals of their rightful homes. So we will be able to solve this project and start a new revolution for human communities.
Thank you, Commander. Now let us go to Sir Dr. Jared Chiang, PhD, MD, and ask him, are there any future projections for Project Eureka?
Yes. With the introduction of Eureka 7, we have revolutionized Eureka. We added new solar panels. That way we can get as much sunlight as we can from a single solar panel. Yes, indeed. And with the new computer, we are able to process even more complex algorithms to simulate the environment on the surface. That way, the people living in Eureka 7 won't feel like as if they're living in an enclosed space underground. They would feel free. Also, we have added this new system in our computer to prevent hackers from DDoSing the system. So everyone would be able to access our systems and retrieve any information they need for research. And we have added this new type of, we have replaced the old light with a new type of light called the artificial sunlight, which can mimic the sunlight on the surface and thus helping people living in Eureka 7 plant crops. With this, farmers will be able to produce crops day and night, even if there's a storm or even if it's cold in winter. We have improved the new weather system with a new update, which is version 27.0.0.1. The new weather system is now able to give the people living in Eureka 7 a more realistic feel of how winter, summer, or any other season is like back on the surface. That is all.
Thank you, Sir Dr. Jared Chiang, PhD, MD.
And now, from that video, the Eureka video, now you would ask how something so futuristic can be like something from the past. Well, if you looked at our history books, if you did, then you would see that this came from the Indus Valley civilization. They were the ones who created the all-known, and my favorite, sewage system. The sewage system gives them the concept of going underground instead of going like a video, left or right. And now if you look at the Mesopotamian civilizations and the Indus Valley civilizations, the one big thing that differs both of them is that the Indus Valley civilizations didn't get flooded. And the Mesopotamian civilizations, this caused their downfall. And now you would ask, why is this important for us to learn from our history? Because, it's the past. Well, you look at the past, everything from the past helped us to what we are right now. And if you look at it this way, the civilizations caused us to have this sewage system. And therefore, helping us thinking of the Eureka. Eureka Project. And now that concludes our video for today, and thanks for watching.
Okay.